Welcome to the topic amino acids from the chapter Biomolecules, HS second year. In the beginning, let's look at some important points on amino acids. They have amino, that is NH2, and carboxyl, that is COOH groups. Proteins are composed of only alpha amino acids, and the amino acids may contain other functional groups also. Going deep into the second point, let's see the structure of alpha amino acid. Both the amine group and the carboxyl group are attached to the alpha carbon, which is an unsymmetrical carbon. It is because this carbon has four different groups attached to it, which are NH2, COOH, H, and R. Different alpha amino acids have different kinds of R, that is the R side chain here, which attributes special characteristics to each of the amino acids. A detailed description of these amino acids, along with the structure of the side chain R and the common names used to refer to them, have been provided in the NCERT in the form of a table. This table is important from both boards and entrance point of view, and in this video we will learn some easy ways to proceed this table. At first, let's have a look at the first 4 amino acids out of the 20 amino acids given in the table. The names of the amino acids are glycine, alanine, valine, and leucine. We will have a look in the characteristic feature of the side chain R later in this video. The 3-letter symbol for all these 4 amino acids are the first 3 letters of the names themselves, and also the 1-letter code is the very first letter of the name of the amino acids. In the next 5 amino acids, they are isoleucine, arginine, lysine, glutamic acid, and aspartic acid, and we can see that the 1-letter code for the last 4 amino acids are not the first letters of the names of the amino acids themselves. So these are certain exceptions which we have to note for the ease of study. Similarly, the 3-letter code for isoleucine is ILE instead of ISO. Otherwise, the codes for the other amino acids are as the main rule. After these amino acids, now let's move on to the next 6 amino acids. Here we can see that the exception to the 1-letter code are for glutamine and asparagine, which are Q and N respectively. And for the same amino acids, the 3-letter codes are also GLN and ASN, which is an exception to the actual rule. Otherwise, for threonine, serine, cysteine, and methionine, there is no exception. For the last 5 amino acids, we can see that phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan have an exception to the 1-letter code rule, which are F, Y, and W respectively. And at the same time, the 3-letter code for tryptophan is TRP instead of TRY. It will be easy and helpful for us if we extract all these exceptions and make ourselves a list like this. Here in this list, I have listed out all the exceptions to the 1-letter code, which are R for arginine, K for lysine, E for glutamic acid, D for aspartic acid, Q for glutamine, N for asparagine, F for phenylalanine, which is similar on the basis of pronunciation, Y for tyrosine, again the second letter of the word, and finally W for tryptophan. Similarly, in case of the 3-letter symbol, we have ILE for isoleucine, I is for iso and LE for leucine, GLN for glutamine, ASN for asparagine, and finally TRP for tryptophan. In this way, learning only the exceptions might prove to be helpful for you. After this, let's move on to some points to be noted from the characteristic feature of the side chain R. In the entrance or board examinations, you might be asked about the structures of the different amino acids, which will become easy to memorize if we know some simple points which I have extracted from the table of NCERT. The first point is that glycine is optically inactive. Except glycine, all other amino acids are optically active. It is because R in case of glycine is hydrogen, which makes the alpha carbon symmetric. Next, arginine has a non-cyclic secondary amine group, that is double bond NH. So arginine is the only amino acid which has a straight chain structure with a secondary amine group. Now, if you know this point, then it will become easy for you to select the correct structure of arginine from the 4 choices which will be given to you. Lysine has primary amine group, that is bond NH2, hence it is a basic amino acid. Due to the presence of 2 NH2 groups as against a single COOH group, lysine becomes basic in nature. On the other hand, glutamic acid and aspartic acid have carboxyl group in side chain R, and hence they are acidic due to the presence of 2 carboxyl groups. Glutamine and asparagine have amide group, that is bond CONH2 in the side chain R. Both their names and their structures are almost similar to glutamic acid and aspartic acid. Serine is the amino acid which has a hydroxyl group in the side chain R. Sulfur-containing amino acids are cysteine and methionine. This is a very important point and frequently asked in the entrance examinations. Even if you don't know the actual structure of these 2 amino acids, but it will help you a lot if you remember that sulfur is present in the structures of these 2 amino acids. Benzene ring is present in the structure of phenylalanine and tyrosine. The term phenyl itself refers to this benzene ring. Another cyclic amino acid is tryptophan, which has double cyclic structure with one 5-membered and one 6-membered ring. Histidine is an amino acid with a 5-membered ring which has double bonds, and proline has also a 5-membered ring but without double bonds. So I hope that now it will be easy for you to remember this table from NCERT, especially the structure of the side chain R, which is frequently asked in entrance examinations. So that was all for today's topic. If the video was beneficial, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get more such videos on simple explanations of the topics included in HS syllabus. I will be back with another video. Thanks for watching.